All right, good morning, everybody. You are seeing your screen correct. Rashida Strober here, the world's first and only dark skin activist, is in the building. And yes, the screen is black. It's pitch black. I do that for several reasons. Sometimes I just want to have a black screen and talk so y'all can focus on what I'm saying. And sometimes I have a black screen to denote blackness, darkness, dark skin. So yeah, you're seeing your screen correct. I just want you all to know that. Darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. That is my website. For those of you that don't know, I'm the world's first. I said the world's first and only dark skin activist. It's only one. And I always start my videos out like this because there's so many black folks on YouTube that are ripped off and stole from my brand. Okay, but let me tell you something. You're not the dark skin activist, and I'm gonna say it to the day I die. It's only one dark skin activist. I started dark skin activism in the year 1998, which is the first platform in history to fight to end colorism. There wasn't a platform to fight to end colorism before I created it, and that's a fact. And I'm sick and tired of all you bitches on YouTube spilling from my brand, and I call y'all. Y'all already know. The ones that watch me, the ones that's been supporting me for years, y'all know what time it is. I was the first person to create a colorism channel. I went viral for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism way back in 2015. And then when I went viral for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism, Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club made me Donkey of the Day. You know, a lot of other black internet platforms covered it. And you motherfuckers, y'all mocked me. Then y'all motherfuckers started copying me. That's what the fuck happened. And all you bitches that's talking about colorism, say thank you. Because you're not the dark skin activist. And you did not start this platform. And trust and believe, I will tell you this to your motherfucking face. I don't play. All right, got that out the way. Do your research. Wikipedia me, biatch. Drink my water. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I've been stolen from for years. That's why I be so mad. And this is my legacy. This is how it's going down. When you start something that nobody gave a fuck about, talking about dark skin, and then you go viral and people trash you, but then they create fucking channels based off of your shit, you gon' be mad. And it's still a damn beef. Yes, I got a beef. And I ain't letting that shit up. At all. All right. Darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. You can go there and download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. I've also written a slew of other books. I've written more books on dark skin than anybody else. Only other person speaking on colorism as an activist I'll ever give credit to is Cola Booth, because she the only one that's deserving. Fuck the rest of you bitches. I said it. You don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you this to your face. You see this black screen up here, but trust and believe, the dark skin activist will tell you this to your motherfucking face. But let me move on. That's my introduction. Okay, this is what I do. I give commentary on anything to do with dark skin, and I'm the first person to do it, and I've been doing it before the internet. We're gonna get that shit before YouTube and social media. We're gonna get that straight before I even move the fuck on. All right. I'm here to talk about Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews as it relates to a dark-skinned young lady on Atlanta Street Interviews. And as you all know, let me preface this with saying I have been watching homeless channels. That's probably really there's certain type of channels I watch on YouTube. I know everybody think that I be watching because I'm pro-black. They think I watch pro-black. I don't be sitting up there watching people like Umar and all them. I don't. I'm a vegan, so I will watch stuff to do with veganism, health and fitness, all that kind of stuff. But I was also homeless myself for years. Okay, I grew up in poverty, and I had to fight my way out of homelessness. I went from being homeless on the streets to obtaining a master's degree from the University of South Florida. I wrote a book entitled A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober Story, which is right here on YouTube. It's an audio book. You can listen to it, where I speak about the time that I was homeless. Motherfuckers done stole from my life story. You know, I talk about my light-skinned best friend Shamita in there that helped me. Her and Vita that gave me a place to live. Now bitches all of a sudden popping up talking about they got a light-skinned best friend. Just stealing from my story. But it's my story. So you guys could check it out. It's called A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober Story, where I'm detailing what it was like to go through homelessness. You know, I slept on park benches. We used to get evicted. I slept in abandoned houses. And so that's one of the reasons why I watch homeless channels. Now there's other homeless channels that came out before Marcus. Marcus, shout out to you. You know I've always said this. And I had been watching those homeless channels first and making donations to people on those homeless channels. There's a white guy with glasses. He's older. And I'm not talking about soft white underbelly. I'm talking about the other white guy. He's one of the people that I had been watching for a long time. And again, what attracted me to these channels is simply me being a homeless person. And this was before the internet, before YouTube, before the Cash App donations, etc., where I had to struggle my way out of it. And and I'm not throwing no shade on nobody. I'm simply telling you my story as a dark-skinned woman being homeless that I already wrote about in my book, A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober Story. I know what it feels like. And there was no Cash Apps. I had to hustle. I remember getting up, going to McDonald's and washing up and walking out there on St. Pete Beach, putting in all the applications I could. I would walk and clean myself up until I was able to get my shit right. And I never asked nobody for nothing. Nobody ever gave me anything. I fucking worked. I literally worked for everything. No donations. I didn't panhandle. I didn't do none of that. And I am not saying that because I'm throwing shade at anybody that asks for Cash Apps online. You know why? Because I done donated. I done donated to people on Marcus' channel. You know, I was donating before Marcus came out with his channel. I was donating to people on the white guy's homeless channel. Okay, so I donate. So I could say this shit because I've been donating. I was homeless and I've been donating to these people for years. Now Marcus, the way I got wind of his channel, I became a subscriber really when Marcus' channel first came out. This is not my first video I made about Marcus and the people that he interviewed. Made plenty of other videos throughout the time that Marcus has been up. But the way I got introduced to Marcus' channel is because of the algorithms. The algorithms knew that I watch homeless channels, and one day I saw a dark-skinned person that he had interviewed, and I clicked it on, and that's how I got introduced to Marcus' channel. And from there, I added him to the roster of the other homeless channels that I had already been watching. And of course, some of the stories resonated, and I made donations. Okay, one of the people I donated to most recently, the young man, I donated to him because he proved himself. He reminds me of me. He enrolled in college, making good grades, and out there hustling. And people like him deserve donations because he made it happen. The twins that was in foster care that got dropped off in Atlanta, I donated to him after Marcus interviewed him, and I saw that he was in college. He had that room, the apartment, and he was making good grades. I went right to his GoFundMe and made a donation because I remember when I had gotten an apartment to live in. I remember some black investors in St. Peter. I'll never forget them. I needed books, and they donated to me. And it was because I had proven myself. So I'm the type of person, I need to see you prove yourself. You can't just come with the bullshit talking. You got to prove yourself. I'm about results because, again, I was homeless. I know what it feels like. And nobody gave me shit. I had to get a job. I had to work. I had to figure that shit out. So I have respect for people that if they're in that position, they go and they get it. If you got all your mental wherewithal and your strength, you go and you get it. America got a lot of racism, but it's a lot of opportunity. You can go get a job. You can become an entrepreneur. You can enroll in college. It's so many things you could do. And what God does is when you help yourself, I'm a living witness. I ain't just watch Marcus's channel or the other homeless channels to figure that out. I live this life. I live this life for real. Okay? So that's the backdrop that I want y'all to understand before I even proceed. Now, I want to say shout out to Marcus because Marcus, you are making a difference. You are, some of the line of questioning I don't like. I've made critiques about the lighter skinned people on the channel getting more views than the darker skinned people, and I don't like that. I don't fucking like it. I'm gonna say it. Y'all mad? I don't give a fuck. I'm the dark skinned activist. So when I seen this dark skinned young lady that's in that thumbnail get help and end up on the Steve Wilkos show telling her story, I'm happy for her. Now I will say this now. I will say this. Now, and I want y'all to donate to her because I did put her Cash App in my description. It's right up there in the description. But I watched the Steve Wilkos show with Marcus. Marcus has been promoting the fact that he's made an appearance on the Steve Wilkos show regarding a young dark-skinned lady that he interviewed who made some allegations against a person in her family that committed some unspeakable acts against her. Okay, and while the young lady, she did lie about some things, you know, and I think that we do have to give grace because I feel bad for her because of what happened to her. She did not lie about the allegations that she made up against the family member. She did not lie, and y'all can go watch that episode of the Steve Wilkos show and you can see it. She did not lie, and I feel bad for her. You know, it's very apparent that she have been traumatized, that she have went through some things, and you know, I just feel bad for her that she went through that. I'm not happy that she was lying about the other stuff, but I understand. I get it. I get it. Okay. The bigger picture is she did not lie about the unspeakable acts committed by the family member. She didn't lie about that. And so when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? I'm very happy that Marcus, well, however he ran into this young lady, he ran into her, brought her onto his platform so that she can get this story out on his platform, and then she can get her story out on an even bigger platform and get the truth out, because I think it's therapeutic, number one, and she needs to be heard. Her story needs to be told. And also, I'm happy that she's able to get the help that she needs to come out of homelessness. So, you know, it just, for me, when I watched it, I just really felt compassion for her. I feel sorry for her. And I pray that God really just comes in and puts a shield of protection around her. I pray that God helps her to clean up her life and get everything together and protect her and her children, that she has you know, a permanent place to stay, that she gets education, that she gets a career, that she gets stability, and that she gets healing. And you know, I hope that she gets even more donations. I think that she's definitely deserving of donations to get her life together. And I just feel like God put Marcus in a position to help people. To help people get these stories out that they need to get out. To help people get help. You know, whether it be in the form of Cash App donations, because the fact of the matter is she came onto Marcus's platform and was able to get Cash App donations, was able to get onto Steve Wilkos' platform and get even more help, and was able to just tell her truth, tell her story. And that's a humanitarian thing. And so I want to say shout out to Marcus for helping a dark-skinned woman. Now, Marcus has obviously interviewed other dark-skinned people, but I've been a follower of his channel since its inception, and I've seen the different people that come on there, and you know, I don't know, it's just he was able to elevate this to a larger platform, the Steve Wilkos show, and I want to say congratulations to Marcus on the elevation. Congratulations to Marcus on the positive things the humanitarian things that he's doing to help people that find themselves in the homeless situation. And coming from a person that was homeless, there was no Marcuses around. when I was homeless. There was nobody that where you could go on YouTube and tell your story and speak on what you've been through and receive financial help. It didn't exist. So I feel like, um, and I know that there are people that have came to this channel who are grateful. I feel like the people that are interviewed, I feel like, they should be thanking Marcus. Make sure y'all thank him, because this man has created for black people, for dark-skinned black people, that's beneficial. I do watch the other homeless channels, and I'm not going to say that they discriminate against dark-skinned people, but they don't cater necessarily to black people or dark-skinned people. They deal with all races of homeless people. Shout out to the other homeless channels. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but Marcus has created a platform that does kind of cater to black people, and there are a lot of dark-skinned black people on there, and they are getting help. This young lady has gotten help, and I am very, 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 very happy about it. I hope you guys go watch the Steve Wilkos show with that episode on there, and watch her story. And I hope that you guys go donate. I will be making a donation to her. I am very happy, and just understand that she did admit to lying about some things. One was about her baby father and stuff like that. But like I said, give the young lady grace, because she has been traumatized. She has been traumatized. To me, from what I saw on the show and from what I saw in the interview, she does come across as a nice person, as a person that wants to do better in her life and deserves a chance at that. She has small children that need to be taken care of. And I'm happy when I see dark-skinned people, dark-skinned women, dark-skinned men get a second chance. Just like with the twins. Y'all don't want to mess up his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The two dark-skinned twins. He got a sister and the brother. And their story I felt so bad for them, because the foster parents just dropped them off in Atlanta on their 18th birthday and just left them out there. Jalen. And Jalen is living proof that if you give and help a dark-skinned person, like Marcus was able to help him get into college, if you give them a chance, they'll make it. The reason why Jalen resonates so much with me, because I was dark-skinned like him, and I was given a chance, put me in college, and I made it. I ended up getting a master's degree. So we don't know what Jalen gonna accomplish. We don't know, but if he's given a chance to do it, if he's given an opportunity, if he's given housing and help with getting into college and food and assistance, he could become the next president. Same thing with this dark-skinned young lady. We don't know where she could go if given a chance. So I want to say shout out to Marcus for giving a platform. Shout out to Marcus for helping these people raise money that otherwise that they may not have been put in position to raise. I want to say shout out to Marcus for just putting him in a better position. I feel like his interviews and his exposure, he has a wide reach, puts them in a better position to receive donations, to receive different resources, housing, etc., to even start their own channels, etc. It's so many different things that God has allowed Marcus to use his gifts that God gave him to put him in a position to be able to help other people to bolster their position in life. And I appreciate that. People like Josiah's, shout out to Josiah's. I do feel a lot of people think that Josiah's made Marcus's Atlanta Street interview platform. I'm telling y'all it didn't. I have been a subscriber from the very beginning of Atlanta Street interviews, and Josiah's didn't make Marcus's channel, but I do feel that Marcus put Josiah's in position to receive help. He was able to get his father involved. And shout out to Josiah's dad, who came out multiple times to help his son. You know, Marcus has done a lot to help these people. The same thing with the young lady, the young man and the young lady. She had her son, where she was saying some stuff about the father wasn't there, and she was running away from domestic violence. But the father, we found out that the father, he came on the platform and let us know that he had some paperwork, and he went, and I believe he recently got custody of his child, and Marcus actually facilitated that. So I think that Marcus, I think if you're listening, I think you're doing some great work. I can respect it, and I'm you know, just with this dark skinned young lady, it resonates with me because she is dark skinned, and what she went through, she did prove that she was telling the truth. She did prove that. And a lot of times people don't be believing, you know, dark skinned people, but she came on Steve Wilkos, and she proved that she told the truth, and I believe that she deserves a second chance. And if y'all want to know what I'm talking about, just go YouTube. Marcus has been promoting this for a while on his lives, on his channel, but y'all can YouTube Marcus Steve Wilkos, and you're gonna see the episode with Marcus, Steve Wilkos, and the dark-skinned young lady. That was they're all on there, and she's taking a lie detector test to see if she was telling the truth about her allegations against the family member, and she was telling the truth. And I do have her Cash App in my description, and I pray that you all will find it in your hearts to donate. And yeah, so let me read a few of the comments here, and I'm gonna get on up out of here because I cannot be on here long today, y'all. I got a lot of stuff to do. Let's see. Modern Day President says our light-skinned sisters are black too, but they don't want to be it. Modern Day President says we gotta love our dark-skinned sisters. And you also say, can we see you, or is it too early? I was explaining earlier, sometimes I have a black screen. I do it on purpose. So that's one of them days I'm intentionally having a black screen, so you're not seeing your screen wrong. Silas the Butcher, shout out to you. Good morning. You say, what I've noticed is Marcus interviews more dark skin than light skin. I like that. Yeah, and I'm glad, because I feel like, Silas the Butcher, that because, and it's not the light skinned people's fault. So please don't come on here lying on me. I'm not talking about you, Silas the Butcher. I'm just saying people be lying on me. They'll say, oh, you don't like light-skinned people or biracial people. I love everybody. I love every human being. What I hate is discrimination. What I hate is darkism. What I hate is racism. What I hate is oppression. What I hate is unfairness. That's what I hate. And clearly, one time I went and I did a video on this. I looked at some of the views of the light-skinned interviewees versus the dark-skinned interviewees, and the light-skinned people were getting more views. And that's not Marcus's fault. That's just a reflection of darkism in the society. I said darkism in the society. And so it's a good thing that to balance that out, if Marcus interviews more dark-skinned people, because hopefully we can bolster those views, and some of those people can get help. Also, it's a reflection too. The flip side of that is that the unfortunate reality is that I believe that there's more dark-skinned homeless people due to discrimination and due to darkism. Say it with me, darkism. I believe that there's more dark-skinned people in the homeless population of black people. If you compare dark-skinned homeless people to light-skinned black people, we're talking about black people now, not the whole of homeless people, which would include all races. We're talking about, if you look at the black homeless population, it is my hypothesis that there are more dark-skinned homeless people than non-dark-skinned black homeless people. So I'm happy that he's showcasing these people because they can get more help. For example, the twins, they received help, and I'm happy to see them get help. Because when I was homeless, we did not have an Atlanta Street Interviews to ask for donations and tell my story. I told my story in my play called A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober Story, which is right here on YouTube. I wrote it, and then I did an audio movie where I did the voiceover telling my story. and the Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews didn't exist. So it's a blessing that these people have a platform like Atlanta Street Interviews and like social media to go and get cash out donations, because that's the results of it. These people are not just telling their stories, they're telling their stories and they're getting help. This did not exist before there was social media. So it is an actual blessing. It's a blessing. So shout out to Marcus. Shout out to all the other homeless channels. Shout out to all the homeless channels. I got to shout them out because, like I said, I've been watching homeless channels before Atlanta Street Interviews. And I've been making donations very quietly for a long time because I have a lot of empathy and sympathy to people that are homeless and on the streets. If you have never, and God bless you, I hope you never have to experience sleeping on a park bench. I have. I hope you have to never experience sleeping in an abandoned house. I have. I hope you have to never experience being kicked out in the middle of the night from a motel because your mom couldn't pay the hotel bill, so everybody gotta leave, and you ain't got nowhere to go but sleep in the car. All that I've experienced. I know what it feels like. So that is why I empathize with these people. I empathize with them. Now, there have been some people that have came on his platform lying. It was one dark-skinned woman I gave a donation to. She lied. She had said that she ended up going to jail because some man in the park was trying to attack her child. And I listened to her story, and she come find out she was lying. Now, all these dark-skinned, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying all these dark-skinned people that be coming on his channel are innocent, because some of them be coming on that line and making up shit. And I ain't gonna lie, after I found out that she was lying, y'all, I did pull back. I pulled back. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I was like, she came on there and gave an interview, and then some of her family members, some of these people do be lying. Some of them do be lying now. All of them ain't innocent. And I don't like when people sit up there and lie and, make up things on people. That's the one thing about me. I don't like liars. If you lie and defame and make up shit on people that they didn't do, that's a problem for me. If you do it to me, I'm a damn sure fight with you. I ain't gonna play with you, because I done experienced that shit. You lie on me and defame me, that's you better get ready for a motherfucking war, because I don't fucking play with people. I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I done seen a lot of shit, done been through a lot of shit. I'm one of them motherfuckers that ain't gonna just come on YouTube and talk my shit. I'm gonna fight your ass back, probably in a goddamn court of fucking law. Okay? So, but as far as the people on the channel, I did pull back once I found out, for example, that girl was lying and she made that shit up just to get, like Steve Wilkos was saying. Steve Wilkos did say that some of them people could target, basically I'm paraphrasing, he could target Marcus and be like, oh, I can come on here and tell this story just to get donations. It ain't nothing wrong with your ass. And nothing really went down. So I don't condone the lies. Now, I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying that every single person, just because they're dark skinned, is coming up on there telling the truth and we should donate to them. That is not what I'm saying. Because like I said, that one dark skinned woman, y'all could go on there, and she's still on there. She was found out she was lying. Her ass lied. She dark skinned. Oh, and another thing she lied about too. She didn't disclose. She had actually, I believe it was like a celebrity, some celebrity. I don't know if he was a rapper or a ball player, but he had actually got her a house. Yeah, he had actually got her a house, and she lost it. So some of them be on their fucking line now. I don't condone that. Don't get it twisted. I don't condone that. Silas the Butcher says, I think that Josiah's lied about a lot of stuff, but he deserves a warm meal and a home. I agree with you. You're not going to get any disagreement with me on that. I believe Josiah's, I hope to pray to God that he gets the help he needs. I do. But also Chris, I feel like Chris might be a little bit more, in a sense, more credible than Josiah's. And I feel like people think that Josiah's is so-called cute because he got them eyes and he brown skinned, and Chris, his former partner in crime, is dark skinned. I feel that people should be helping Chris more. I donated to Chris before. Okay? I feel that Chris is dark skinned and he deserves the more help than what he gets. I'm hoping that people help Chris. I'm hoping that people help Chris get a place to stay. You know, he needs to be in drug treatment. He needs therapy. I pray that Chris, because I feel like people just, you know, they gravitate more towards Josiah's because he's not dark skinned. Yeah, I believe that. And I hope that dark skinned Chris gets more help. And Chris ain't innocent. Chris done been lying just like Josiah's. Both of their ass been lying. Both of them. I told y'all I've been watching the Lemon Street interview since its inception. I done seen all the shit go down. Okay? But I believe that Josiah's is more popular and gets more help because he brown skinned with light eyes. Prove me wrong now. I'm the motherfucking dark skinned activist. I know what I'm talking about here. Look at the views. Look at the views. Let's put the same energy we don't put into Josiah's that we need to put into Chris. Donate to Chris. Help Chris get a place to live. Help Chris get some therapy. That's all I'm saying. So as the butcher says, they would rather watch light-skinned people. It's so sad. And I looked at the views. You not lying. I don't lie, Silas. I'm not lying. And I'm not saying that's Marcus's fault. Marcus doesn't control that. I'm not saying that that's the light-skinned interviewee's fault. Because let me tell y'all something. I done donated to light-skinned people and dark-skinned people. I don't discriminate. But I'm going to call out darkism. I'm going to call out. There's this one light-skinned woman. I felt so bad for her. And I hope that Marcus does an update on her. Because, you know, she seemed like a really nice person. And she just needed an opportunity. I think she was a cook or something. Y'all could go in there. She had like a head wrap on her head. I hope she got the help. That woman seemed like a really sincere, nice person that just needed a chance. Like I said, I don't discriminate with my donations. But I will call out motherfucking darkism. I will call it out. Y'all can be upset about that all day and all night. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to call it out. And the light-skinned people do get more views than the dark-skinned people. They do. And, yeah. But I donate to light-skinned, dark-skinned, brown-skinned, white-skinned. I'll donate to, I don't care. You know, I don't discriminate. But again, I do call out darkism. Because that's my job. That's what God put me on earth to do, to be the dark-skinned activist. But, yeah. But anyway, I want to say shout out to Marcus once again. I'm happy that the dark-skinned young lady got help. I'm happy that Marcus provides this platform. I just think it's a blessing, and I appreciate all the humanitarian work that you do, Marcus. You are an asset to the black community, and yeah. May I also say, I hope you end up marrying a dark-skinned black woman with nappy hair. Yeah. Good morning, AC Walker. That's it, y'all. That's all I gotta say. That's it. I put the young ladies, the dark-skinned young lady on the screen. I put her Cash App in the description to my live, and y'all can go on his channel and watch her interview. It's right there, and her Cash App is there. I pray that you all send her donations. And that's it. The world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I said the world's first and only motherfucking dark-skinned activist. It's only one. It's only one. It's only one. You're not the motherfucking dark. This is for all the motherfuckers that be copying me. You mock me, then you copy me. But you're not the dark-skinned activist. darkskinactivist.com. I'm out.